Hello and welcome to Heck Knows. I'm your host Heck and I know. I recently watched the new teaser trailer for Transformers Rise of the Beasts and boy oh boy I was not prepared for the blast of nostalgia that I felt. It was like a judo chop straight to my gullet that sent me back to when I was a lovely little boy spending my weekends watching 90s kids TV. We're talking things like Batman the Animated Series, Power Rangers, Gargoyles, and of course Transformers. The first live-action Transformers movie came out in 2007 when I was the perfect target audience of a 15-year-old boy, and so naturally I couldn't help but love it. You know, the action, the special effects, Shia LaBeouf and the Strokes t-shirt he wore, which I bought and wore myself, definitely no other reason. At the time I thought this movie was so cool that, and I hope you recognize the strength that it takes in me sharing this with you, that I even put together a dubstep montage of transformations from the film. Here's some proof of that. Now, my attitude towards Transformers did a complete 180 after seeing the absolute trash that was Michael Bay's 2009 sequel, Revenge of the Fallen, so much so that I basically tuned out Transformers for the last 14 years. That was until I saw the new film had the word Beasts in the title, which enticed me back because, as I mentioned earlier, when I was a young lad I watched a lot of Transformers cartoons, but I specifically remember loving a little show called Beasties Transformers. I later found out this was called Beast Wars everywhere else because I believe the Canadian broadcast network YTV didn't want to have a kids show with the word wars in the title. Beast Wars. Fair play. Anyways, this show had some early computer-generated animation which I think we can all agree perhaps has not aged fantastically well. Present day me thinks it's hilarious, but young me thought it was great, and all I really cared about was who was fighting who and which creatures would become Transformers next. Fast forward to now, and 25 years after Beasties first aired on TV, we have a teaser trailer for Transformers Rise of the Beasts. And like I said, I'm feeling nostalgic, so let's talk about it. We don't get much concerning the plot of the movie in this teaser, but let's be real, the plot of any Transformers movie is of little significance anyways, so what I want to do here is go over some of the character designs that we do see in this trailer, because that is where all this nostalgia is coming from. Okay, so the first Beasties Transformer we see is this big monkey-looking guy, aka Optimus Primal, who is the leader of the good guys who were called the Maximals. And Monkey comes in hot here, jumps into the puddle, splishy splashy, and then boom, we get our boy Optimus Prime. And this is funny to me because it's kind of like the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other, with Optimus Prime talking to Optimus Primal, because essentially they're the same character. But I mean, they need to have Optimus Prime in their movies, I guess, to sell tickets, so I'll allow it. So yeah, this is Optimus Primal, and this is what he looks like in the Beast Wars TV show. And this got me thinking, this new design is pretty cool. It has 8 mannerisms and has 8 features, but it's still extremely robotic looking, and so I'm kind of wondering if it was maybe too upsetting to see an actual realistic looking gorilla dismember itself and transform into a robot. Like, I'm imagining King Kong suddenly splitting apart into a robot, and yeah, that would probably be terrifying for me to see, let alone the children this movie is aimed at. So, okay, clean play to not make this character design too ape-like. Similar to Pokemon, Beasties' names don't often veer too far away from the animal their design is referencing, so for example, we get a look at Rhinox here, who looks like this in the TV show, and then we get a good look at this absolutely massive cheetah character, Cheetor. And again, I can totally understand how it would be disturbing to see a cheetah split apart whilst transforming, so the mechanization of the animal design does make sense. And we don't get a good look at the robot design, so we'll have to see how faithful that design looks. I'm hoping to see some of the blue in there at least, but I'm guessing they probably won't go for the blaster gun that looks like it's filled with intestines. But here's my main complaint. In this teaser trailer, we also get a look at another Transformers character here called Arcee, and I gotta say, this design is nice. Super clean colors with high contrast and bright blue eyes. So if that character looks so good, then why does Cheetor look so dull? I feel like it is extremely important for these movies to add some vibrance and color to their character designs to make each character distinct. One of the issues I have with Michael Bay's Transformer movies, as well as a few recent CGI-heavy superhero movies, is that when the characters do end up fighting, it's hard to differentiate which characters are which, and it ends up just looking messy. And when your movie is primarily CGI characters brawling, it's important for the viewer to know what the heck is going on, otherwise all the fight scenes end up blending together and the movie becomes just a slog to watch. In this teaser, we also get a quick look at one of the evil Predacon beasties, Airazor. Not much to say about this bird except for the fact that I had the toy version of this character, no big deal. Pretty cool though. Speaking of the terrorizing Predacons, unfortunately we did not get any hint of their leader Megatron from this trailer, but I really hope we do see him in this movie because just look at this bonkers character design from Beast Wars. He's got a freaking T-Rex head and tail for arms. I mean, come on. Get this guy in the movie and please, please, please keep the purple. Alright, that's pretty much all the notes I have from this teaser trailer. I hope we see a lot more Beasties in the movie than what we have seen in this teaser trailer, but I'm starting to doubt that we'll see cameos from characters like Rat Trap or my personal favorite Silverbolt. I don't know, which Beasties are you hoping to see in this movie? If you'd like to see where Transformers Rise of the Beasts and other upcoming movies rank in my 23 most anticipated movies of 2023, go check out that video. Part 1 is out right now. Thanks for watching. See you later.